My name is Sam Ilesugam. I am the Executive Director of Guamami. Guamami is a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to um, facilitate the inclusion of individuals with disabilities, including serious mental illness, into their communities. So we work primarily with individuals with disabilities. I am originally from the island of Yap in the Federated States of Micronesia, but I've made Guam my second home. I came to Guam as a student at the University of Guam, and I studied, finished, and decided to make Guam my home, and I've been here ever since. And from there, I found that my passion was working, one, in the nonprofit sector, second, as to work with individuals with disabilities.
How does your work contribute to addressing violence against women?
Yes, so individuals with disabilities experience the same issues that we deal with in our community. And one of the issues that unfortunately uh, people with disabilities are faced with is also uh, uh, sexual assault and domestic violence. So we started looking into that area, and we found that there was work for us to be doing in there to help individuals with disabilities. So that's how we got started. We started with several programs. Thing one was to bring awareness to the issue. We did that for a number of years, and then we moved from there to provide services to individuals who are survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. Um, it's an it's an issue in the disability community as it is in the general community, and that's an area that we're hoping that we can address. And our involvement with the projects in other organizations kind of we're of the belief that when we work on the bigger issues, individuals with disabilities benefit from those also. So although we have specific programs that are targeted specifically for individuals with disabilities, if we don't address the bigger issues, then our work will be is much harder. So we're addressing uh, those issues on the smaller level, and at the same time working and collaborating with other organizations to address it on more communities on the level.
Interesting. So basically, you're helping the community by helping the individual.
Yes, and we're also helping the individual by helping the community.
Yeah. Well, that's a
It's,
beautiful way to look at it. Like rather than one or the other.
yes, yes.
It's nice that it takes both approaches.
Mhm. The issues on domestic violence and sexual assault, and these are complex issues. Um, and I've been saying that there's one one particular approach or one particular program won't solve the issue because it's a complex issue. We need interventions on different levels to in order to combat the issue that we're dealing with.
Mhm. So why do you think that people in the wider community should be concerned about issues like this?
Um, of course, it's a problem in our community, and then when we recognize it that it's a problem, it's everyone's responsibility. Each and every one of us has a responsibility and a duty to make sure that we work on this problem. Again, like I keep saying, it's a complex issue, and we need everybody's contribution. The thing with domestic violence and sexual assault, uh, it's not just a violence against one person, uh, especially given our cultural setting here out in the islands, where violence against one individual is a violence against them or the family.
So, why do you think that people in the wider community should be concerned about issues like this?
It's a problem in our community, and then when we recognize it that it's a problem, it's everyone's responsibility. Each and every one of us has a responsibility and a duty to make sure that we work on this problem. Again, like I keep saying, it's a complex issue, and we need everybody's contribution. The thing with domestic violence and sexual assault, uh, it's not just a violence against one person, uh, especially given our cultural setting here out in the islands, where a violence against one individual is a violence against them or the family, right?
Mm.
And when it's a violence against the family, it's a violence against the community. One way or another, everyone is affected by this. Um, and just as that the impact is far-reaching, and it's devastating. It's something that is uh, hurting our families and hurting our community. So it should be everyone's responsibility to work on this.
Well, it's a really good point that, like, even an act of violence is not limited to just that interaction. It has repercussions afterwards that impact the wider community. It's a really good point about that. So, you mentioned that it's important to have different organizations to meet different needs. How do you think people can get involved to help, or what should people be doing to educate themselves and to try to raise awareness about these issues?
Want to say a good number because we can always use more help. But we have a few programs in our community that are working to address the issue. Um, it would be helpful if people come out and learn about those programs, and maybe they can even help us come up with other solutions that are not being proposed right now. Another way to learn about the programs is coming to the different conferences that we have or the different trainings and learn about what each of the organizations provide, and probably come in and try to find gaps in services
Mhm.
and propose and propose ideas.